What they... you should have spelled me earlier. It wasn't good. What they told you was the root of truth. I don't even need to be here with what they told you. And it could be so, it's like reading a really great fairy tale and not metaphorically being able to pull out the wisdom and what they both shared with you. And so I want to take a moment and I want to talk about what they shared with you. First of all, Megan, when you talked about finding a resource. Now, you might have thought it was a Steve Wiltshire show, but it wasn't. And Megan noticed, first, and I want you to notice, there's a lot of symbolism in here. Cheryl says, I challenge you to listen to 10 bookings in 10 days. Now, what's going on is Cheryl, knowing her, she didn't just challenge her, she knew Megan's vision. So leadership is always knowing what somebody wants. Empowering leadership is always looking at the lens of the person you serve. And she obviously knew what Megan wanted. So she said, I got a challenge for you. I want you to listen to this 2-part series, 10 bookings in 10 days. And she did, over and over and over and over again. And so she made the miracle a reality, and you had fun with it. You know, playful, you had fun with it, and all of a sudden, that became the cornerstone of you creating some great things in your life. And so what happens is that, and I had a great conversation with Matt, on the way here. And I was just telling him that, 2013 was such a weird year for me. And it was a weird year for me witnessing people's pain because they're so friggin' ADD. It's like the commercial I told him about. I just said, I listened to this commercial and this, it starts off and this woman says, honey, why are you looking at her over there? And he goes, I'm not looking at her. I'm looking at her brand new smartphone. And then he says, and then she says, well, you just got your smartphone 60 days ago. Yeah, but she's got the newer edition. And this whole commercial was all about what 95% of our country and the world is going through. What's the next thing that I need to keep me more ADD? And it's just been a year, and I work with some leaders with some big businesses. Some of my clients have $30,000, $50,000, $80,000 a month paychecks, all right? And keeping them grounded and their leaders grounded, and this is what you talked about, the essence. Nicole talked about, she basically came right out and said, shadow. When we look at this industry, it's very similar to what a great high school coach would do with their kids. It's all live. It's not, I want to listen to this recording. It's live. You practice guitar. You don't listen to a webinar. You practice salsa live. You don't read about it. You practice basketball live. If you really want to get this business and you go over and over again, you start realizing that you can duplicate what they're doing. So, to make my point, are you a gold member of my program?
Not yet, I guess.
Are you a gold member of my program? Well, I want to give you a $444 scholarship for making my point today. I'm going to make it tomorrow. And it's 9 courses over the next year. And you're both going to my next course is called my 30-day recruiting mastery boot camp, and it's going to kick your butt. You two are going to be recruiting like wildfire. So come see me later, and I'll set you up.